Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I probably present to you a DVD review for you guys here today. Now, my schedule's been all wacky all over the place. I went to Smackdown, I had to go to Busch Gardens, I had to go to a couple of dances and stuff, so sorry for not uploading, consistently and in an order which benefits you and it sort of benefits me. But to make up for it, I figured I'd do one of my favorite WrestleManias, and that's WrestleMania 22. As you can see by the title of the video, and I really like this WrestleMania. It's amazing. I love it. So WrestleMania 22 cover. We have Triple H, John Cena, Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Mr Mcmahon, Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley, Edge and Lita, Mark Henry, and The Undertaker. We also have Smackdown and Raw, three-disc collector's edition set, TV14. On the side with the lightning shooting into WrestleMania 22, the sign. Same thing over here. Artwork right here, you see Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, Mark Henry, JBL, and Chris Benoit, Chris Masters and Kane, Micky James and Trish Stratus, Mick Foley and Edge and John Cena. Hall of Fame right here. This too, John Cena, Triple H, Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, and Rey Mysterio. A little insert, and there's Rob Van Dam. And let's go ahead and take a look at the back. Alright, obviously I got this at FYE. I think it was used, but I still got it really good, but the discs are in really good condition. I like the back too. It's really nice with the lightning and stuff. So, Big Show and Kane versus Carlito and Chris Masters. Money in the Bank ladder match. Ric Flair versus Rob Van Dam versus Shelton Benjamin versus Matt Hardy versus Finlay versus Bobby Lashley. United States Championship match. Chris Benoit versus JBL. Hardcore match. Mick Foley versus Edge. Boogeyman versus Booker T and Sharmell. WWE Women's Championship match. Trish Stratus versus Micky James. Casket match. Undertaker versus Mark Henry. No holds barred match. Shawn Michaels versus Mr Mcmahon. Triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton. Playboy pillow fight. Torrie Wilson versus Candice. John Cena versus Triple H. Now, obviously, there's the description is sort of cut off, so I'm not going to read that. Let's go ahead and talk about this DVD. First match of the night was World Tag Team Championship matches. Big Show and Kane versus Carlito and Chris Masters. It was a pretty good opener. I liked the opener. The crowd really played to Carlito. They really liked Carlito. They didn't care for Chris Masters that much at the Chicago crowd, which is a really good crowd, by the way. My voice is trying to die out on me, but yeah, it was a pretty good opener. Kane and Big Show were going to win. It was a very predictable match the way it was going to end, so Kane and Big Show win. This match was pretty good. It wasn't the best opener, but it wasn't really a good match, but I enjoyed it. It was decent. Money in the Bank ladder match. Ric Flair versus Rob Van Dam versus Matt Hardy versus Bobby Lashley versus Finlay versus Shelton Benjamin. A lot of people say Bobby Lashley should have faced The Undertaker that year being undefeated. And I think so as well, and they're going to put Mark Henry or somebody, maybe Mark Henry not even on the card, but Mark Henry playing, when he came back, he wanted to go up against the top competitors in 2006, which, played to his character of him trying to get over as this world's strongest man, trying to get him to be believable. This is a pretty entertaining Money in the Bank ladder match. It's not the best ladder match I've ever seen in my life. This obviously did not top the WrestleMania 21 ladder match. This was a good ladder match. I like the spot where Ric Flair, he's hanging, and he got tossed off he got superplexed off the ladder from Matt Hardy, which was a good spot. Ric Flair came back in the match but didn't win it. I like the triple powerbomb on Bobby Lashley. They couldn't get him down. It was like Shelton, Benjamin, Finlay, and Matt Hardy. They were all trying to get Bobby Lashley down from the ladder. That was a good spot. Rob Van Dam's frog splash onto, I don't believe if it was Shelton Benjamin or anything. I can't remember, but he was, obviously, Rob Van Dam was trying to recreate the memorable moment at WrestleMania 10, but obviously it didn't pan out to his favor because he didn't have a lot of room to work with, but it's fine. Rob Van Dam won the Money in the Bank ladder match, and he would later then go to ECW One Night Stand later on in the year and defeat John Cena for the WWE Championship. United States Championship match, Chris Benoit versus JBL. This match was, a little bit lackluster. Chris Benoit, he carried this match mostly. JBL didn't, do the greatest in this match, but they were trying to tell a good story of how JBL was always this guy, just trying to, escape because he had a great title run. He had nobody else to face. And I thought it played well to his character, and he was, saying, "Oh, I'm the greatest technical wrestler that ever, walked the face of the planet Earth in the wrestling ring. So I like that, and Chris Benoit wound up showing up. But I didn't like the finish. But it played to his character as JBL rolled up Chris Benoit and held onto the ropes for the 1, 2, 3, and JBL was your new United States champion. Hardcore match, Mick Foley versus Edge. A very good hardcore match. I enjoyed this match. This is one of my favorite matches. Not of all time, but I adored this match. It's a great match, and I would literally buy this DVD for only Mick Foley and Edge if you really wanted to. Like that's one of the, but there's so much stuff more on here that's just great. And this was a good match. They did a great match, and then obviously the big spot was Edge, spearing Mick Foley through a flaming table, which a lot of people have not seen in the WWE, and I don't think it was ever done before until Edge did it. Boogeyman versus Booker T and Sharmell, Queen Sharmell. Wow, they put Booker T on a wild ride of his career in WWE. It's just crazy. 2020, let's see, where do we start? 19, he was wrestling in one of the main events where I have a championship match at WrestleMania 19. WrestleMania 20, he was with RVD in a 4 corners tag team championship match. WrestleMania 21, he was in the pre-show battle royal. WrestleMania 22, he's fighting Boogeyman. Then WrestleMania 23, he's in the Money in the Bank ladder match. But later on in the year, Booker T would be world champion. So this wasn't a really good match. This was not a good match at all. Boogeyman won. Pretty much all you need to know about that. But I used to be scared of the Boogeyman, surprisingly enough. But that was young. Women's championship. That was just his entrance. I just want to clear that up. Trish Stratus versus Micky James. A very good women's match. I like this women's match. It's very good, but it's, in my opinion, I think my favorite women's match of all time is definitely Jazz versus Trish Stratus versus Victoria at WrestleMania 19. A very good women's match, but this match is just the WrestleMania 19 triple threat match for the women's title was just a tad bit better, and plus Trish Stratus is my favorite diva and she lost, and maybe that's one of the reasons why. Casket match, Undertaker versus Mark Henry. Mark Henry tried. They tried to make a good match, but Undertaker, this was his last Mania until, the switch flipped and he winded up, having the best match of his career at WrestleMania. WrestleMania 23 against Batista, WrestleMania 24 against Edge, WrestleMania 25 against Michaels, WrestleMania 26 against Michaels, WrestleMania 27 against Triple H, and WrestleMania 28 against Triple H, and WrestleMania 29 against CM Punk, and from then on he's not had a bad match in his career. And I love Undertaker, just for how much he gives his body for this business, and but that's another story. This is a good match. Notable spots, Undertaker like Tombstone Daivari on the casket, which was good. It was an okay match, casket match, but it was something for Undertaker to do at WrestleMania. But it said that the story had Mark Henry screwed, Taker out of the world title match, championship. No holds barred match, Shawn Michaels versus Mr. McMahon, a great match. A lot of people do not like this match, but I love it. These guys tell a fabulous and tremendous story leading into the match and into the match with Shane McMahon and the Spirit Squad, and how Mr. McMahon was trying to Bret Hart the whole situation with Shawn Michaels, but it was just flat out amazing. I loved it. Again, another notable spot. There's so many good spots in here, but another notable spot was Shawn Michaels putting the garbage can on Mr. McMahon from about the waist up, and putting him on the table, and then coming from a huge ladder and just giving him an elbow drop with the DX sign. People were going crazy for that. Great moment, and that was a great match as well. Triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship match. Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton. Not gonna lie, I am a huge Rey Mysterio fan at this point. I really love Rey Mysterio. And it was a decent match. It was a decent match. But the problem is, and you've probably seen it before, this match only went on for 9 minutes. Normally in a triple threat match, they should at least go on for about 16 minutes tops. This match, triple threat matches, this was not the best triple threat match. If it would have gotten more time, this would have been a great triple threat match. They could have cut out, friggin' Playboy Bunny Mania, as much as that was, it was hot with Torrie Wilson, because I like Torrie Wilson and Candice Michelle and stuff. but I didn't like it. But the ending, I love the ending, and I love the, Rey Mysterio's entrances, and, just having Eddie Guerrero's banner shown, and at the end of the match when Chavo and Vicky greet him, which is very emotional, and it's very good to represent Eddie's life and career, and I will always miss Eddie Guerrero, and Eddie Guerrero, I love Eddie Guerrero. And, Playboy the fight, nothing much to say there. A big championship match, John Cena versus Triple H. One of John Cena's, better matches in his career. This is a pretty good match, to say the least, and John Cena would wind up winning. There was a lot of good spots where Triple H hit John Cena with the sledgehammer when we thought it was over, and this was Triple H's last WrestleMania as a heel, or I don't know if he was a heel or a tweener. Well, I think he was a heel. But yeah, I mean, it was a good match. The best match by far was the hardcore match that stole the show at WrestleMania. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. WrestleMania 22. This is the review. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Like this video if you like it. And if you love it, and if you want to see more, subscribe. But if you're already subscribed, thank you for subscribing, and peace out.